My name is Chance.
Okay. And what's going on there?
I murdered my girlfriend. You'll need to use forceful entry to get into the house. I plan on taking myself to the police station after this phone call.
Do you want the police to come to you? Can they come to you?
I would like to turn myself in because I'm very mentally unstable, and I'm worried that I'm going to commit by cop if the cops come and pick me up. So I need to go into the station for my safety and the police officer's safety.
Well, do you want to go ahead and get in your car and go ahead and drive to the police department and I'll stay on the line?
Yeah.
Do you have any weapons on you, Chance?
I have the murder weapon with me.
Are you able to leave that in your apartment? I want you to leave that in your apartment, okay? I don't want you to take any weapons with you.
Okay.
What is the murder weapon?
It's a knife. Is there any way that I could put it somewhere where there's a child in the home and I don't want him to see it?
There's a child in your apartment?
Yeah, I live with my mother, and she's standing right next to me, holding me accountable for making this phone call. And I just don't want my little brother to see it. He's only 7 years old.
Okay, can we put the knife on top of the refrigerator?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I want you to put it on there, not your mother. I don't want your mother to touch it.
Okay. I'm going to put the knife on top of the fridge. Don't touch it at all. Okay? I'm going to give my mother one last hug before this all starts.
Okay. All right, go ahead and do that.
I'm going to go to prison now.
Are you in your car?
Yes, I just turned on my car. Give me a second.
Stay
I can't really move my hand very well.
You're fine. Stay there for right now. I just want you to take a couple deep breaths, all right?
Okay.
How's your finger doing?
Can't really move it.
How deep did it go?
I'm pretty sure it sliced the ligament.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to send a medic to you first?
No. I'll receive all my treatment at the jail, please, and thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Where are you at in the lot, just parked right in front of your apartment?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I need to bring myself to you, and I don't want to be tricked into being picked up. And so I'm going to refuse to answer that, but I'm in my car. The car is started, and I will not disconnect this call until I reach the jail cell and you have spoken with an officer.
Okay.
Verifying that. I am not safe.
Okay.
I am not a safe person right now, and the safest thing is for me to turn myself in at a jail.
Okay.
Not be picked up, because if guns get drawn on me, I don't know what I'm going to do. I left the apartment complex, but I need to pull over real quick and put the address in.
You left?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you at?
There's a cop right behind me, and I know that I'm being followed and everything. If you have this officer on dispatch, I need you to tell him to just follow me to the police station.
Can you just pull over and let him put you in the back so he can take you to the police station? It'd make it so much easier, Chance.
How?
It would just make it be done right now.
Okay.
Okay? Can you just pull over right now?
Yeah.
I had a major psychological break and kind of completely and utterly lost control of my actions, which I know is not an excuse, and I need to pay for my mistakes. Basically, me and Shannon are going through a really bad breakup right now. She's been just making all these Facebook posts about our breakup. And
I've read some of them.
She's also come after my mom and stuff, and it's kind of one of those things where it's it's one thing to drag my name through the mud. You can take all my friends. It hurts. But I just kind of lost it whenever saying things like me and my mother's relationship is extremely inappropriate, implying that we want to have sex with each other, and it's disgusting. Are you serious right now?
Did that piss you off?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what
you have the audacity to start publicly saying that The reason I date older women is because I have an Oedipus complex. She's only 3 years older than me.
Shannon was a fixture in Columbus's music scene. The relationship with her ex-boyfriend, Chance Donahoe, had ended, and that's what everyone had hoped for because he was not a good influence. So she was concerned about this. She changed the lock, she put up cameras, she posted public warnings about Chance's behaviour. She told all the women in Facebook groups he was unstable, he was a risk. In the early hours of August 29, 2023, a 911 call comes into the Powell Police Department, a call that would literally send absolute shockwaves through two communities. It was Chance himself. He was speaking in this flat, emotionless voice. While dispatchers tried to keep Chance talking, so they're relaying information to Columbus officers, Chance's own mother is standing beside him. She's begging him not to run. She'd seen this breakdown coming, apparently. Chance was off his medication. He was hearing voices. Apparently, he was spiraling into paranoia and rage. But now, it's too late. As police raced to Shannon's home, surveillance cameras caught Chance's car literally circling the block at 11:11 p.m. He'd been there before watching, waiting. In fact, just before midnight, a neighbour's camera captured him walking through a yard. Just a silent, dark shape in the night. Back at his mother's apartment, Chance gets into his car, drives away. Thanks to quick police dispatch work, they intercept him less than a mile from his starting point at Sheet's gas station. At this point, he's calm, eerily resigned, fully cooperating as he's arrested. He's literally soaked in where his socks and shoes are concerned.
Can you make commands? Because you probably can't hear me on this side.
Can you put both hands out the window for me?
I got both hands. Well, his hands are back in. Put your hands out. Keep them out. Keep your hands out.
Take one of your hands and open your car door. Open the door from the outside. Face away. Face away. Keep your hands above your head. Slowly start walking backwards.
Walk back towards me. Back towards the sound of my voice. Keep walking back.
Meanwhile, Columbus officers get to Shannon's house. They force entry. They don't know what's going to await them, but it's horror inside. The scene's devastating. Shannon's lay on the living room floor. Her upper body is just covered in dozens of wounds. Her throat has been really deeply. There's just pooling beneath her. It's clear that she fought for her life. She's got defensive wounds that cover her hands and arms. They can't do anything for her. She's pronounced dead at 6:18 a.m.
Can I kick the door? I'm good.
Kick the door.
Police! Yep, she's dead. She's right here. We got her. Clear the house. Let's go.
That's 11. We're clearing the house. We got one down on the floor.
They found signs of a struggle. There's overturned furniture on the couch and carpet. The forensic teams then begin that painstaking process of documenting every single detail. They have to bring the predator who's done this to justice. At Chance's mother's house, police find the murder weapon. It's a knife. It's been placed on top of the fridge, as Chance had actually told the dispatcher. They also found a pile of his clothes by the washing machine. In a really emotional interview, his mother recounted how she'd literally begged her son to turn himself in. She said, "He woke me up at 5 a.m. and said, 'Mum, I need to talk to you. I love my son so much, but I just can't believe this has happened.'" Investigators very quickly pieced together the timeline. So digital evidence from social media reveals that Shannon had made this public Facebook post warning about Chance just 5 days before the murder. She accused him of stealing money, of stealing medication, and also of using. Security footage also showed his car, his approach, and even his shadow returning to Shannon's porch long after the. For nearly 3 hours, Chance just lingers at the scene, moving a body, pacing, and then at one point this bloodied hand presses against the window. Back at the station, when detectives sit down with Chance, the confession was somewhat confused, very chilling, kind of gave you an insight into a very fractured mind.
I had a major psychological break and kind of completely and utterly lost control of my actions. She's been just making all these Facebook posts about our breakup, and
I've read some of them.
she's also come after my mom and stuff, and it's kind of one of those things where it's it's one thing to drag my name through the mud. You can take all my friends. It hurts. But I just kind of lost it whenever saying things like me and my mother's relationship is extremely inappropriate, like implying that like we want to have sex with each other, and like it's disgusting. She had started sleeping with Matthew, who she had like just recently started being friends with and told me not to worry about.
Who's Matt?
Matthew is somebody that she was having some form of romantic relationship with.
Okay.
I have undiagnosed schizophrenia.
Okay.
I have auditory and visual hallucinations. I had like this weird thing that was just like, well, if you want Shannon back and you can't get her back, you can like take her life force and then you'll be together forever.
He spoke of jealousy, Facebook accusations, paranoia, and this desperate sense of loss. He talked about feeling like a god, about wanting to absorb Shannon's spirit, also about feeling less alone after her death. Chance also admitted to detectives that his mental illness was untreated, that he hadn't taken medication for weeks, and that he'd been hallucinating. He'd been seeing Shannon everywhere, apparently. He was convinced that she was stalking him. He actually said that he was convinced he had absolutely no other choice than ultimately to kill her. Detectives, of course, pressed for details. So Chance describes changing into the black clothes, grabbing a knife, breaking down Shannon's door, which is just unbelievably terrifying to imagine yourself in such a position, to have somebody literally break down your door and attack you. That's exactly what happened to her. And she was attacked with terrifying force. In his words, she didn't even realize what was happening until I had to her a couple of times. She said, "Chance, stop, wait, please stop. I'm dying. I love you. I love you." And then she didn't speak another word. He admitted to moving her body to keep it out of sight and to screwing the door shut, claiming it was to keep her cats inside. The evidence was overwhelming. Chance Donahoe was indicted on charges of aggravated murder, murder of a corpse, and tampering with evidence. He pled guilty to aggravated murder and the abuse of a corpse on August 8, 2024. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 31 years. In court, Shannon's mother confronted the man who'd stolen her daughter's life. She said how scared she must have been. You're a foot taller and 100 pounds heavier. You had all that time to change your mind, but you're a monster. Shannon's death affected so many people through Columbus's tight-knit circles. Friends and family described her as a beacon, someone who literally loved everyone that was close to her fiercely. She was somebody who spoke up to warn others, to protect others. She tried right up until the end to do the right thing. The community actually got together and did a memorial concert. They raised money to support Shannon's family. And also, they wanted to help continue her work with stray animals. Her case is just a devastating reminder that even when you're prepared, even when you're full of warning for others, the most dangerous threats can come from those you once let inside. It reminds us of the cracks in our system, the need for stronger intervention, and also the silent battles that are so often fought by people in abusive relationships every single day. Shannon Hyatt should not be remembered for the way she died. She should be remembered for how she lived, her music, her kindness, the courage that she had to speak out. It's one of those cases where you've got that warning at the same time as a call to action for us to listen, to intervene, for us to protect those most at risk before it's too late.